started. Hi, everyone. I'm Alilta. I'm an admission counselor here at MUD, and you are in the residential life at MUD breakout room. So I have two students here, Brock and Quinn, and they're going to tell you a little bit about res life and give you sort of a sneak peek into residential campus and their specific dorms. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Make sure you click send chat to everyone so that the students can answer as well, because I feel like I know a little bit less than they do about res life specifically. With that, I'm going to stop my share and pass it off to Brock, who's going to talk to you about res life.
Hi everyone, my name is Brock, and I am an engineering major living at Case Dorm. And I will say the unique thing about Mud here is that we really prioritize our dorm culture, and it's really nice. So what I'll do right now, and I'll just take you through a little tour of my room, and then just show you guys what the dorm looks like here. So I will transition now. Okay, I think everyone can see me. Perfect. Okay, so I will try to show you all what my dorm looks like. I have an identical twin brother. So he is my roommate. So when you walk in, this is the dorm. Right here is where I just do most of my work, and these are my toiletries. This is my brother's bed. We are twin brothers, and we do live with each other. So that's also a perk. Here in Case, it's like an open closet space. So there's a lot of space for you to put your clothes, put your shoes everywhere. I have a little shoe rack, and I put all my recreational activities that I like to play and like to participate in up on the shelf. This is my bed, and I have a little lamp here for good lighting, a TV, and the bins down here are all for our snacks, cleaning, any sort of things that we may need. Also, in a dorm, most people have a microwave and a refrigerator, a mini fridge, just for convenience purposes. I also have an air fryer and I think a coffee maker, but I don't use it to make coffee. I use it to make just hot water because it's getting cold. So yes, those are extremely helpful. So that is just a little bit of what my room looks like, and this is what a double at Case dorm looks like. And I will say that for Case, their little thing that they like to pride themselves on is that they're all brick. So their entire color, our dorm color is pink, and we wear a lot of pink clothes to represent that. So when we come outside of my room, let's see. When we come outside my room, this is just a little hallway. Everything in Case is communal. So we have men bathrooms, we have bathrooms for women and gender neutral for those that do not subscribe to either. Uh, a lot of people, freshmen, live in these dorms as well. It's kind of dark here, so I'm going to try to take us to the lounge where everyone likes to hang out. Everyone is gone right now because they are participating in an event called Hawksgiving, where our dining hall likes to put on a really big Thanksgiving fest for everyone that is home away from home and likes to just make a bunch of food for its residents that are living here. So as I come here, we are going to go into a place more bright, and we are on currently the second story lounge. So this is like the furniture. This is where people like to hang out. And here is the Case staircase, which has a tradition of in itself. When you are a freshman, what is traditionally happens is that everyone will get their own shirt. It's a pink shirt that has the Case emblem, the logo, and a little funny quote on the bag. And once you get that shirt, you have to slide down this staircase to inaugurate yourself as a freshman. So I will do it right now so I can get to the bottom easier. So, okay. Now we are on the first floor, which is usually the main hangout. So this is typically where everyone likes to hang out, do homework, participate in some games. Case has some really fun games. They have an air hockey table, but not a lot of people use that. They most likely use all these board games. We have a foosball table. Sorry, what? I'm sorry, was there a question? Okay. I'm going to continue on. So yes, this is more typically the hangout, and this is just where people like to relax, chill in the dorm, hang with friends. Fun fact: everyone likes to gather here for an annual Case Christmas party before they like to head outside. I can show you just a little bit of what Case looks like outside. So as you can see, it is mostly brick. It is mostly pink. Um, and this is the Case courtyard where sing-alongs happen, where the Case Christmas party loves to be at, and it's second story, 2 stories, and it is a great residential area to live, and it's considered one of the outer dorms. So yes, that is Case, and I think that is all I have for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little tour. Actually, before I end, I will start trying to answer the questions that people have in the chat. Let's see if I can. Okay, let's see. Do you tend to create stronger bonds with people? I will say yes. Stronger bonds are really. I would say they are way more tight knit in a dorm that is way more social. Case and other dorms like to pride itself on its community, its dorm culture, because everyone likes to do everything together to the point where you know the person's name that is living across from you. Someone that you probably don't even talk to you, but you still know them because you see them every time you come to your dorm. Another question says, do you stay in the dorm all 4 years? Yes, it is a 4 years that you are able to stay in the dorm. They actually Harvey Mudd actually encourages you to stay for your first year in the residential life, and if you continue to want to be in the dorms, you can all 4 years. But some people also have the option to go to maybe an apartment or something maybe they think is more cheaper. I will do one more question.
Brock, I'm
Yeah.
actually going to pass it off to Quinn now just because we're tight on time. But if you want to stick around, please feel free to type the answers in the chat because they're asking really, really good questions.
Okay.
Sorry
Perfect.
about that.
Of course, you're good. Thank you.
Of course. Okay. I am going to pass it off to Quinn. Quinn has recorded a video and they are going to sort of talk over it and tell you a little bit about their dorm. So I'm going to share my screen and Quinn, it is your time.
Okay, solid. Before we start the video, I'll just like give a quick introduction of myself. Sorry, this is like a little like scuffed. But hi guys, I'm Quinn. I'm currently a sophomore engineering major at Mudd, and I live at Drinkford dorm. Yeah, so I'll talk about this now. Sorry in advance for the video quality, but so this is Drinkford dorm. So we have a suite side and an O side. So the O side will be on the left, and then suite side is on the right. And so O side is more like your traditional college style living, where you have like all of one floor sharing a bathroom, and like amenities, main lounge. And then suite side is around like maybe 10 people, like maybe like 6 to 10 people share like common living space with a kitchen, and like sitting area and then bathroom. Um, yeah. And so this right up ahead is our main lounge. Again, sorry for like the shakiness in the video. But yeah. So there is a kitchen for everyone to use in the dorm, regardless of if you're on O side or suite side. And a sitting area. We have some elevators for accessibility. So if you can't like walk up all the stairs, there are 3 stories in Drinkford. So like to help with that. It's especially helpful during movement, and we have a lounge on each floor as well on O side. Sorry, for context, I am living on O side. And then we have a laundry room, which typically is used by people on suite side because there are laundry rooms on each floor in O side. And then two study rooms. So this is one of the study rooms. It's a bigger one, but like you're free to like swipe in whenever you want and use it at like all hours of the day. So it's really good if you have like meetings or interviews. This is inside like one of the lounges on the second floor of O side. So yeah, it's just like a cute little like living area that you can congregate with friends. A lot of frosh, especially first years, do like to gather in the lounge, which is like really nice. This is just like the hallway. Um, yeah, so like as you can see, again, it does look very traditional in terms of like college living. And then there's like a bathroom to the left right there. And I will also be showing the laundry room. Yeah, but like good place to just like if you're like you want to hang out with your friends, but you don't want to do so like outside or like in an academic building, like you can definitely like hang out in the halls of Frankfurt. I do see a question about let's see, what amenities are included in the kitchen? Is it used by most students in the dorm? So I will say that most students on O side at the very least are on the meal plan. So it's used, but like more so I'd say for like dinners and by fewer people than probably cook inside their suites. Yeah, and then this is like walking on the outside of the side, just because I don't have swiped any suites. But yeah, like they're all like lined up with that. Is the laundry free? So it is $1 per washing machine load and then 50 cents for each drying machine load. How active are the common areas at the dorms? Can you always find someone to talk to? Are some dorms more active than others? So yes, Drinkwood is, funnily enough, known for having no culture because it's the newest dorm on campus. Yes, it's like the no culture culture. But there still are a lot of people in the common areas. They're just really good places to like study and hang out with friends. And I'd say that the dorms that are more active would be like they're quote unquote inner dorms. You can definitely find out more information about it online. But just because they have like a area to hang out in, whereas like places with suites tend to have more like suite culture. You notice there's a keyboard. Are there any other instruments in the dorms? Drinker does have a piano in the main lounge, but I believe that's it for like communal instruments. How are the dining halls for dietary restrictions, gluten-free, for example? So there is an allergen-free station for every meal at the dining hall. And this applies for like all the dining halls across the Claremont colleges. But if you do have like even more specialized restrictions, you can definitely talk to the dining hall staff, and they will make sure to accommodate you. I do have like a friend who's allergic to basically everything you can think of, and he gets all his meals like specially made for him. Yes. And then, oh yes, Brock already answered that. But yes, there are singles as well as doubles and triples. There are even quads.
When I think you might be
Like whatever dorm you get sorted into in frosh year. You can also switch mid-year if you do have like accommodation like needs, or if like something happened and like you broke your foot and you need to like live closer to the academic end of campus. Is there any class preference in the assignment of the dorms? Are upperclassmen prioritized? So when room draw does take place, you like seniors do have first pick and then it goes in descending order of grades. But there are a mix of grades in each dorm. Yeah. Any other questions? Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, you can indeed switch dorms based on our room draw policy. Like you're not bound to the dorm that you get sorted into in your first year. So for instance, I was placed in a dorm called East, but now I live in Frankfurt. So yeah, you're not like confined to any single dorm. What's the mix of singles and doubles? Is it mostly doubles? I actually don't know the exact numbers. But Drinkward has mostly triples and a few singles. And then the inner dorms have mostly doubles and a few singles. Yeah, so it does vary based on dorm.
Are there any more questions? Oh, there's one more. If Brock or Quinn, either of you want to take this, and then I'm gonna switch to the quiz.
Okay, I can answer. Is it possible to choose roommates after freshman year? Also, is there a roommate matching process during your freshman year? Yes, so we do have a form that each person fills out when they get admitted to MUD and they decide to go here. So it functions like twofold. So one, it's like questions about your living preferences, like whether you like loud dorms or quiet dorms. And it's also a personality test so that you can be matched with the roommate that you'll like enjoy being around, ideally, and then with a dorm whose culture you vibe with. Yeah, and you can switch roommates if you want. And yes, like um, you're very free to choose who you want to live with after. What
Cool.
do you mean by the no culture? Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. Last one. Yeah, go ahead.
It's just like a running joke that like yeah, there is no culture because it's so new. Drinker's so new, so yes, we embrace it at this point.
Cool. Thank you so much, Brock and Quinn, for shedding some light on res life here. Now I'm going to share my screen once again, and there will be two QR codes on the screen. One of them has the descriptions of dorms, and then one of them is a quiz. So you're going to take the quiz, and then you're going to put the results into the chat. Go crazy and continue to send your questions.
I can explain a little bit, or I can give a quick speed run of the different dorm cultures, just because I'm seeing like everyone's getting like different results. So starting with inner dorms, we have four. They're the four cardinal directions. So West is known for like their bonfires. I think Brock can definitely speak more on this.
I will say West is a loud dorm, so they play music a lot. Yes, they do have bonfires, and they have a lot of social gatherings that everyone really likes to go to. I actually have like a one-word description for all the dorms, and I think Quinn, you can like see if I'm doing well at this. You wanna see?
Oh yes, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so West Dorm, like I said, loud social dorm. South, it is very quiet but very community oriented. North is athletes. A lot of our CMS athletes like to dorm together. East is a very game, anime, and I will say, lack for a better word, a little nerdy because they do a lot of games. I will say Sontag, we call that the old folks' home. That means just the seniors that are tired of like going out, want to reside in somewhere quiet and somewhere that's just less loud. Atwood, I would say, is sports adjacent. So it's like North, but a little less sporty. Case is naturally like East 2.0. Is East 2.0. We're pink, but we like and Lind is also a loud social dorm like West. And Drinkward, unfortunately, doesn't have a culture, but it is very quiet and has a really good kitchen. I'll say that.
Yeah, I do agree. Any other questions about any of the dorms? I will say, like, just because you are placed in a certain dorm. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted to let
Do you
everyone
want
know
to? You can go.
that I'm gonna have to leave, but it was great meeting you all, and I'm glad that I was able to give you a tour. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you. I will say, like, just letting you know, like, even if you are placed in a dorm that you don't necessarily vibe with, like, you're always more than welcome to walk and take part of like any other dorm culture that you're like interested in. So yeah, you really aren't confined by anything. Are the outer dorms really far away? Um, I'd say it's like maybe a 5 minute longer walk. But like, considering the fact that it takes me like 5 minutes to walk from the inner dorms to the academic side of campus, like it's really not that bad. Can you request a type of dorm, single, double? So you can request, but there isn't necessarily a guarantee that you're going to get it. But if you do have like accommodations, like genuinely, like if like you can't like live around loud noises, like if you have allergies, that sort of thing, you can also put it down. And they will respect that. Are the dorms all genders together? Yes, they are. What do you mean when you say a dorm is sporty? They're just known for housing a lot of the athletes, because athletes tend to be on very similar schedules, especially if you're on the same team, like going to bed early, waking up early. So a lot of athletes do tend to get placed together. And then they do tend to have like, for instance, like summer suites in Lind or like that sort of. Are there places to park / charge bikes at most dorms? Also, there are bike racks at every dorm and most of the academic buildings. But there aren't any like outdoor charges to my knowledge, but you can definitely do that in like if you live in Drinkwood, like there's like charges in the hallway, and you can also do that from your room. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys back in the main room then. Thank you.
Amazing. Feel free to head back to the main room when you're ready. Last question, do the dorms have a good mix of all grades? Yes, all the dorms are mixed grade. Thank you guys so much for coming to this session. I will see you back in the main room.